You know that feeling when you're just crying in the car of a monastery on a Thursday and an overenthusiastic churchgoer calls the police on you? Just me? Is that only me? In the last video, I made a fool of myself in front of the mayor of St. Louis. I was discussing a program in Denver that lets 911 dispatchers call mental health services instead of the police. And I tweeted it at the St. Louis mayor and at the Denver mayor. And I was like, hey, maybe you two should meet. They have already met, and there's in fact a news article about Tishaura Jones, mayor of St. Louis, going to Denver to very publicly study this program. Egg on face. Cool. But with that out of the way, I got talking with Forward Through Ferguson, which is a local nonprofit founded in the wake of the killing of Michael Brown that does policy research and advocacy, leadership training, and public education. If I'm a teacher who's like reading books, they are boots on the ground. Now, it turns out that they are trying to get funding for a 2-year pilot program of a mental health services, non-police based first responders program. Let's help them. I talked to them on Twitter and they asked for one thing, which is spread the word about this. If you are from St. Louis, do you have a story about interacting with 911? They are collecting testimony and it looks like they are collaborating with Humans of St. Louis. Tell them your story. I will share some links in my bio. There is also a petition that you can sign that I'll also link in my bio. When I was in my car crying for reasons that will honestly to set expectations, probably just stay private forever, the officer treated me with compassion. But this was mere days after Amir Locke had been killed. So I was having a kind of out-of-body experience where I knew, because of who I was, that my emotional instability in that moment was not perceived as threatening by the officer. He gave me a card for a mental health services number, which that week I really needed. Everyone deserves that kind of care from a first responder. And if we can allocate funds to make that happen, we should. If you are still under the illusion that the justice system is not racially biased, and the policing system in particular, check out Jennifer Everhart's book, Biased, or Bryan Stevenson's book, Just Mercy. I have those linked in my bio as well. Stevenson also has a TED Talk or a graduation speech at Johns Hopkins that are really worth your time if you want to watch that instead. If you are not from St. Louis, you can share this post, or you can donate to Forward Through Ferguson to help them in their efforts.